With great power comes great responsibility, and this quote can most definitely be applied to police officers. Sure, suspects need to be treated stern and grim, but making sure they are given a basic level of respect is completely humane and necessary.
The commissioner, who had not yet been elected to public office, was videotaping the fight and ended up being charged with resisting arrest.
However, there are times that police officials fail to do so, and we have got you the times when they have absolutely regretted doing so. Did the officials only regret their actions because it was caught on camera? Were the officers removed from their positions? In today's video, we have brought to you the top 3 stories when police officials absolutely paid the brunt of disrespecting their suspects. Our top pick is just karma at its best, so you might want to stick around. On number 3 on the list, we have the Joshua Gallardo and Mike Gillen incident. It was a special day in Tamarack, Florida, as the deputy sheriffs were being honored for their service throughout the year. This was celebrated in their routine city council ceremony, where all the officers were present. The day went exactly as planned. When it was time to announce Deputy of the Month, Joshua Gallardo was awarded with the title and was extremely proud and delighted with his achievement. However, things took an unexpected turn when a young man asked Joshua to come back on the stage with his microphone for a minute. Why did he do so? Baffled at this, everyone remained confused at what's happening. Turns out that the guy was none other than the city commissioner, Mike Gillen. He pointed out an incident that took place between himself and Joshua in 2015. Joshua was called to break up a fight. The commissioner, who had not been elected yet, was videotaping the incident just to collect some proof. But Joshua, in turn, accused Mike of resisting arrest by the officer. The matter didn't escalate, as the charges were quickly dropped when the video proposed that Mike indeed did nothing wrong. Nonetheless, Mike did not appreciate Joshua's actions and brought it up on stage while he was awarded with the prestigious award. He even mentioned that Joshua did not deserve the award and that he wasn't worthy of his position. This was followed by a funny thumbs up by Joshua, who looked like he couldn't care any less. The mayor backed Joshua up and announced that the department was indeed proud and appreciated the efforts of the sheriffs, which felt like a slap on the face for Mike. When questioned about the incident, Mike does agree that he could have reacted to the situation better. I was profoundly affected by my wrongful arrest. I had a flashback and a flood of emotions came back to me at the meeting, and so I spoke up. He said, but we bet Joshua regretted falsely accusing Mike that day. He probably regretted winning the award on that particular day even more, because this video was embarrassing to get through. Number 2, Jamie Kimball mystery. It is an officer's duty to serve his nation and arrest criminals who have broken the law. But what would you do if the suspect claims to be innocent? The second story on our list is filled with twists and turns. Jamie Kimball says she and her friend were out for a chill evening running errands and grabbing groceries with her 2 older children when she was accused of a criminal offense. The Fairfax County Police hit her moving car at 10 miles per hour. Shook by the incident, Kimball was just trying to figure out what just happened. The Fairfax County Police were just performing their duty when they attempted to stop a felony vehicle along Richmond Highway. Jamie Kimball and her 2 kids, who were in the backseat of the car, were approached with guns from these officers, who claimed that the young mom had performed criminal activity a few days prior. Kimball, who was terrified about her own safety and that of her kids, kept denying these accusations, but the cops remained certain about their claims. But here is where things get interesting. When the date of the criminal activity that was accused on Kimball was revealed, a shocking new discovery was made, which changed the face of the case. It was uncovered that the exact same date of the crime scene turned out to be the same day when Kimball was in the hospital having her newborn. How could that even be possible? Did the officers falsely accuse Kimball? Well, not completely. Further investigation suggested that the officers convicted Kimball not due to her identity, but rather because of her car. The case got less complicated when Kimball indicated that the title of the car was only recently transferred into her name. Her new ownership had not yet been updated with the Department of Motor Vehicles properly, and hence the officers who found the car earlier in a criminal case believed the suspect to be driving the car yet again. Kimball pointed out that she didn't receive any alert to pull over, No lights, no siren, no anything. And everything happened so quickly. All I knew at that point that I was in pain. I wanted to know that my babies were okay in their back, and I didn't know why the hell I was being stopped. "Oh," said Kimball. She expected a thorough apology from the Fairfax County Police for the traumatizing event that took place. It's not something that can be taken back. We didn't receive an apology for how we were treated, specifically my children. My daughter's 5 years old and my son is 1. I don't feel like they should have had to experience or witness something like that. We do think Kimball deserves an apology for the damages induced, and we are certain that Fairfax County regretted the way they were hasty while accusing Kimball. Finally, for our top story in today's video, we have this awful incident by Officer Hernandez from Miami. The Miami police officer received immense backlash when the video of him slamming a handcuffed woman on the ground from the car went viral. The officer was captured grabbing a lady by her neck and dragging her out of the back seat of the car and subsequently slamming her on the floor. That's no way to treat a human. The suspect, who was a young woman in her early 20s, was exceptionally injured and laid unconscious in the ground for 15 minutes due to the officer's rage. The rough arrest was, ironically enough, caught in camera by the body cam that Officer Hernandez had on him while he was on duty. Talk about karma. The arrest was based on accusations of vandalism on the woman. As soon as she was cuffed and seated in the back seat of the police vehicle, the lady started disobeying the officers and started spitting on the argument. One thing led to the other, and before you knew it, Officer Hernandez had her slammed on the floor. The rough arrest went through an investigation panel where it was unanimously decided that Officer Hernandez no longer be part of the Miami Police Department. His actions were severely punished, and rightfully so. The paramedics were quickly brought to the scene, and they scrutinized the officer's actions. However, Hernandez kept defending himself and his violent action. The case, after review by the prosecutors and civilians panel, was put under the claims of police conduct, which resulted in Hernandez's resignation. The suspect's father was interviewed about the incident and questioned about how his daughter was doing. Despite not wanting to go on camera, he revealed that he was very much upset with the incident. He added that the happening has taken a huge toll on his daughter and that it would take a long time for her to get over the physical and emotional trauma that was caused to her. We hope the suspect and her family find hope and courage to get over this incident, and we are more than certain that Officer Hernandez would never treat another woman the way he did ever. Well, that was it for today's video. What did you guys think about these incidents? Do you think these officers would have regretted what they did had their actions not been publicized or caught on camera? Let us know in the comments down below.